Stop the discrimination of the Jews of Tigray. That's what these protesters are chanting, claiming decades of neglect by Israeli authorities to their immigration requests. Tigrayans were some of the first Ethiopian Jews to arrive in Israel in large government-assisted immigration waves in the 1980s through neighboring Sudan, but some were left behind.
In Tigray, there are about 5,000 Jews, and there are also other Jews in the Addis and Gondar. You can see a man here. His father was waiting for 9 years in Tigray, but he passed away. The Ministry of Interior did nothing. The Prime Minister did nothing.
The Jewish Agency is the organization which usually works on the ground to facilitate Jewish immigration, or Aliyah, to Israel. But in Ethiopia, it only acts on specific government requests and has no presence in Tigray. The protesters believe the solution lies elsewhere.
I'm holding here documents of family members of mine, cousins. You can see here documents filled out in the year 2001. We're in the year 2021. The only response they got is that the documents were received by authorities. The government is not fulfilling its own laws regarding right of return for world Jewry. For some reason in Ethiopia, those laws don't apply.
The situation has become especially urgent since early November, when Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and his Eritrean allies sent troops into the Tigray region after local authorities held a disputed election, seen by many as a massive act of suppression against the 7 million-strong Tigrayan population.
Ever since the war broke out on November 4th, over 2 million people have been internally displaced, and over 60,000 innocent children, men and women, they fled their homes to Sudan, so they're currently sheltered in different refugee camps in Sudan. And unfortunately, we don't have any way of knowing what's happening to our people in Tigray because all communication channels have been shut down, including phone and internet.
With limited access to relief agencies, the UN is warning of an impending humanitarian disaster.
We know for a fact that they don't have access to food, they don't have access to water, they don't have access to medicine, and fuel and cash. So people are not only dying of the warplanes and bullets, but also of starvation and preventable diseases.
For these people, it means family members are in danger.
Since 2010, we've been filling out his form, but it was never approved. A few weeks ago, we were sent this picture and told that he was killed in the war in Tigray.
This is my mom. She's homeless now, living outside, has no clothes, no money. I don't know where she is. Please help us.
This ignorance, it's amazing. We cannot understand how the government of Israel is quiet while Jews are dying in the Tigray region.
Much of the indifference stems from doubt over whether those remaining in Ethiopia are actually Jewish. The Jewish Agency response said, "There is no longer a proper Jewish community in Ethiopia. They have all immigrated to Israel, although there are some remaining groups or individuals who claim to have ties to the former Jewish community. Therefore, the Jewish Agency only responds to specific requests regarding those groups. In the case of Tigray, we received such a request and intended to send a representative to look into the matter, but have been unable due to the security situation." Here there is no doubt. They demand the people in question be brought to Israel immediately. Under the current circumstances, it could be a matter of life and death.